Take a break? Well, don't mind if I do.
Ah!
You may think you've got it rough sometimes, but at least you've got your freedom, which is more than my family can say. We work from sunrise to sunset. My mother's pregnant, but she'll need to keep working until the day the baby is born. Then she'll be right back in the field with the kids slung over her back. All the while, we have to deal with that nasty overseer and his even nastier whip. Makes mowing the lawn once a week seem not so bad, right?
You were right. This is awesome.
Anyway, we're hoping things get better for us soon. They just recently called a wrap on this whole War of 1812 thingamabobber.
Yo, check. 1 2 1 2. It's the War of 1812. Aw, yeah.
As you may have heard, slavery has long been a hot-button issue. The British took many of us slaves during the war. Some of the slaves they have to give back to their original owners now that the war has ended. To the victor go the spoils and all that jazz. Other slaves, though, took the British up on their promise to relocate them and grant them their freedom. So some slaves fought with the British against the Americans. Of course, the British didn't make that promise out of the goodness of their fish and chip loving hearts. They believed that black soldiers are more intimidating to Americans than the entire British fleet. And they had their fingers crossed for a revolution here in the South.
Dun, dun, dun.
The plan was, swoop in and offer blacks freedom so that they look like the good guys. Get us good and mad at our white countrymen. And create some turmoil from within. Not a bad plan. But it hasn't really taken off, not yet anyway. But not every person of color has worked as a slave. You've also got your free soil blacks, many of whom decided to fight against the British Navy. It meant fighting alongside white men.
Cannonball!
But this is our country too, after all. We'll have another couple hundred years afterwards to bang out all that fun racism stuff. Keep in mind that there are now 9 slave states and 9 free states. So the lines of the Union and the Confederacy are starting to look pretty cut and dry. It also feels like we're at the beginning of the end of the Federalist Party.
We in the Federalist Party!
Which consists mainly of those slaveholding Southerners and on-the-fence Northerners. I'll tell you, with all this political discontent, I wouldn't be surprised if we were headed for some sort of civil war.
Let's get ready to rumble!
One can only hope. Because if there aren't some major changes made sometime soon, you might be doing this kind of stuff yourself in a couple of hundred years.
Not again!
But don't worry, it should only take you a week or two to build up some nice plump calluses.